Shivaya Gurave Nama, Shri Matre Nama. By bowing down to the Divine Mother, Father of the Universe, Parampita Parameshwara, Ma Lalita Tripura Sundari, and with the blessings of Jagat Guru Adi Shankaracharya, Sringeri Jagat Guru Bharati Tirtha Swamiji, Vidushekara Bharati Swamiji, Shambhala Siddha Masters, and my beloved Kanchi Mahaperiyava. Let's get into today's topic. So, as part of this session, we will understand how to improve the power, the tips and tricks to improve the power of Sri Suktam. So, there are certain things that you need to do before reciting Sri Suktam. There are some mantras, okay, that you need to do before reciting Sri Suktam, and there are some mantras that you need to do after reciting Sri Suktam. I'll tell them how to do, what to do. And next thing is how to get the Siddhikaran of Sri Suktam. This is very, very important, because unless you get the Siddhikaran of a mantra or a shloka, you may not have the command. It's not that it will not work until you do the Siddhikaran. It's not like that. It will work, but you will get a command over that mantra. You will get that control over that mantra. Every time you start chanting, it will work for you. That is how these things have been designed. For example, those who are chanting Mahamrityunjaya Kavacham or Chandrasekhara Ashtakam, if you want Siddhikaran of that, then you need to chant 1108 times in order to get the Siddhikaran of Mahamrityunjaya Kavacham or Chandrasekhara Ashtakam. Now, coming to Sri Suktam, let's understand how to get the Siddhikaran first. Then I'll give you the mantras that need to be chanted before and after the Sri Suktam, okay? So for Siddhikaran, you have to choose either Friday or a day like Holi or Diwali or Dashami. Dashami of which days? Either Chaitra Navaratri or Varahi Navaratri. There are 3 to 4 Navaratris coming in a year. You all know Varahi Navaratri, Rajashyamala Navaratri, very recently completed. So Rajashyamala Navaratri, Varahi Navaratri, Sharan Navaratri, and the Chaitra Navaratri is also starting very soon. So you need to do the Siddhikaran on the Dashami in the Navaratri, one of the Navaratris. Choose the Navaratri or any Friday or Panchami or full moon day, or Holi, Diwali. These are Parvadina. These are called Parvadina, very auspicious days. You can do the Siddhikaran. Now, what should you do as part of the Siddhikaran? You need to take a printout of the entire Sri Suktam along with the mantras that I'm going to give, that need to be chanted before and after the Sri Suktam I'm going to give now. Along with that, you have to take a printout. Either you write it with your hand or take a printout. It's up to you. Okay. Apply turmeric paste on all 4 sides of the document, the Sri Suktam document. Take it to a Shivalaya, to a Shiva temple. If possible, that with your own hands, you touch the document to Shivling and then touch it to your heart back. If it is not possible, if the priest is not allowing you into the temple, then tell the priest to touch it to the Shivling and give it back to you. After taking it back, touch it to your heart. So all the energies of Sri Suktam will be transmitted into you directly from Shiva. From that day, you have to consider the Dakshina Murti. The Guru aspect of Shiva is Dakshina Murti. Okay? Dakshina Murti as your Guru for Sri Suktam. Next, after that, you need to recite entire Sri Suktam for 16 times in one go. You can't decide like, today I'll do 10 times, tomorrow I'll do 5 times, day after tomorrow I'll do 3 times. No, it doesn't work like that. In one go, you have to sit and do the entire Sri Suktam for 16 times. After that, Durga Sapta Shloki for 7 times. If you do Google about Durga Sapta Shloki, there are 7 most powerful shlokas. Okay, they act as foundation for Sri Suktam. So you have to do Durga Sapta Shloki for 7 times and Sri Suktam for 16 times. Why 16 times? Anyone got any idea? Why 16 times? There are, in Sri Suktam, there are 16 shlokas. You all know, isn't it? Out of that, 15 shlokas are the actual shlokas and one extra shloka is the Phalashruti. That is talking, Phalashruti very clearly describes how to do the puja, how to do the yajna if you want to do. how to do the japa. So Phalashruti, in the Phalashruti, it's very clearly mentioned. You can either do homa or you can do japa. Japa means recitation. Homa, how will you do? You can do homa with lotus flowers or bilva leaves. Okay, that is the procedure. Now, I think things are clear now. How will you do the Siddhikaran is quite clear. 16 times Sri Suktam and 7 times Durga Sapta Shloki in one go. Single day, same day in one go. You cannot distribute in different times, like I'll do morning 3 times, afternoon 4 times, night 8 times. No, it doesn't work like that. If you are sitting, you will wake up, you will get up from your asana only after completing the Siddhikaran. That is the procedure. Okay. Now that's the procedure. Now I will give you the mantras that need to be chanted before and after the Sri Suktam. Okay. Yeah. Which one first, ma'am? First, you need to do the Samputitha Sri Suktam for 16 times. After that, you have to do Durga Sapta Shloki for 7 times. Now, the next question I know you all will ask is, what is Samputitha Sri Suktam? Isn't it? So, Sri Suktam is the normal Sri Suktam, the PDF that I'm going to attach. I'm going to basically upload this video also in the YouTube, and in the description section, I'll give the link of the actual Sri Suktam. Okay, that is Sri Suktam. Now, Samputitha Sri Suktam means if you combine the mantras that I'm going to give before and after each stanza, that becomes Samputitha Sri Suktam, and that improves the power of the mantras. And that was given to me by Mata Vijayeshwari Mata when I was quite young. So, by bowing down to the divine feet of Sri Srishti Vijayeshwari Mata Karunamai, let's try to understand the mantras that need to be chanted before and after. Before starting Sri Suktam, the first thing that you need to do is Om Aruna Kamala Samstha Tadrajaha Punjavarna Karakamala Dhruteshta Bhiti Yugmambujata Manimakuta Vichitralankriti Padmamala Bhavatu Bhuvanamata Santatam Shrihi Shriyai Namaha. This is the first shloka that you need to recite. Okay. The next shloka, the same shloka I've given in English, don't confuse. It's just that I gave it in English and also Telugu. Okay. The second shloka that you need to recite is Om Lakshmim Kshira Samudra Rajatanayam Sriranga Dhameshwarim Dasi Bhuta Samasta Devavanitam Lokaika Deepankuram Sri Manmanda Kataksha Labdha Vibhava Brahmendra Gangadharam Tvam Trailokya Kutumbinim Sarasijam Vande Mukunda Priyam. Okay, this is the second shloka. So why we need to chant these two shlokas before starting Samputitha Sri Suktam? So basically, when we add these shlokas into Sri Suktam, it becomes Samputitha Sri Suktam. Why we need to chant? That is for the invocation purpose. Okay, the energy will be invoked. Okay, when you are chanting these two shlokas, this shloka and this shloka, Divine Mother energies will be manifested, invoked right in front of you. If you are little energy sensitive, I know some of you here are very energy sensitive. If you're little energy sensitive, you can easily feel the presence of the Divine Mother right in front of you. Such is the power of these two shlokas. Very, very powerful. Don't skip this. Before doing Sri Suktam, make sure you do these two shlokas. I know I'm stressing this too much to the point it might look funny, but I just want you to understand the importance. It is very, very important to recite these two shlokas. Make sure to recite these two. Okay. Next thing, that is point number 1. Point number 2. Now open your Sri Suktam. Are you all able to see my screen? Yes. So in the Sri Suktam, what is there? First, there are 16 stanzas, I said. Okay. Out of 16 shlokas. Stanzas means shlokas. Okay. 16 richaye bolte hai na Hindi mein? Haan. So 16 shlokas are there. And the 16th shloka is the Phalashruti. Before and after each shloka, again you need to do certain mantras. Okay. Write it down. Don't get confused. I'll upload this video also in the YouTube. Don't worry. Focus on what I'm explaining so that you don't miss out on the subject, on the procedure. Before this shloka, what you need to recite. And after this shloka, what you need to recite. It is common for all the shlokas. Okay? Before each and every shloka, you need to recite a mantra. Kamalatmika mantra. Kamalatmika is Tantrika Lakshmi. Okay? It gives very speed results, very quick results. Let me share those mantras with you now. Before each of the shloka, you will recite Om Shrim Hrim Shrim Kamale Kamalalaye Prasida Prasida Shrim Hrim Shrim Om Shri Mahalakshmi Devyai Namaha. And after that you need to chant Durge Smruta Harasi Bhiti Mashesha Jantoho Swasthaihi Smruta Matimati Shubham Dadasi. After each shloka, Daridrya Dukkha Bhayahaриnika Tvadanya Sarvopakara Karanaya Sadartra Chitta. I am explaining once again. Okay? Focus. Before each shloka, you have to recite Lakshmi mantra. This is Kamalatmika mantra actually. And then you have to recite this Durga shloka. And after that, you need to recite दारिद्र्य दुःख भयहारिणिका त्वदन्या सर्वोपकारकरणाय सदार्द्र चित्ता. Okay, I'll give you the document. This document, when I upload it in the YouTube, I'll put it in the description section. Do not worry. Now, what is happening when we include those two shlokas in before every shloka and that one shloka after every shloka? We are actually adding more power, more energy into it. We are actually adding the energies of Divine Mother Kamalatmika. Into the Sri Suktam, we are adding the energies of Divine Mother Kamalatmika and encapsulating it. Each shloka becomes like a capsule and it works on your energy body. Just like how medicines work on your physical body, these capsules, these energy capsules, they work on your physical body. So how do they get embedded in your system? When you chant it, all the energy gets revealed and then the revealed energy will get into the energy body of the sadhak who is chanting it. You need not necessarily have to chant it outwards. You can also chant it internally. You all know there are three ways of chanting. One is outwards. One is where you will just have the lip movement. No sound will come, just a lip movement. And the third one is the highest procedure actually. That is like meditation you chant, internally. That is the highest procedure. So this is the procedure. This improves and after each shloka, you have to recite one shloka. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Shivaya gurave namah, Shri Matre namah.